Bag.
The student put his books in the bag and headed to school.
Ballpoint.
She used the ballpoint to write a letter to her friend.
Beaker.
The professor used the beaker to measure and mix the chemicals for the experiment.
Binders.
They used the binder to keep their notes and assignments organized.
Blackboard.
The teacher wrote the lesson on the blackboard.
Book.
The student read the book and took notes on the important details.
Calculator.
I used the calculator to solve the complex equations.
Chair.
The teacher sat in the chair at the front of the classroom.
Clip.
We used the clip to hold the papers together for our presentation.
Clock.
We checked the clock to make sure we had enough time to finish the exam.
Colored pencils.
I used the colored pencils to create a vibrant and colorful picture.
Computer.
The student used the computer to research and write the paper.
Desk.
The students sat at the desk and opened their notebook.
Eraser.
The students used the eraser to remove the mistake from their paper.
File holder.
The teacher used the file holder to keep our files organized.
Flask.
Our chemist teacher used the flask to store the solution for the next experiment.
Globe.
The student used the globe to locate different countries and continents.
Glue.
I used the glue to attach the pieces of paper together for the project.
Highlighter.
We used the highlighter to mark the important information in the textbook.
Magnifying glass.
The teacher used the magnifying glass to know more about the object.
Map.
They used the map to navigate through the unfamiliar place.
Notebook.
The student opened his notebook and wrote down the assignment for the next day.
Paint.
She used the paint to create a beautiful landscape on the canvas.
Paintbrush.
I used the paintbrush to create the fine details in the painting.
Palette.
They used the palette to mix the colors for the painting.
Paper.
The student used the paper to write down the notes for the lecture.
Protractor.
The student used the protractor to measure the angle of the triangle.
Pencil.
The student used the pencil to write down the answers to the test.
Pencil case.
She opened her pencil case and took out a pencil to fill out the form.
Pencil sharpener.
The student used the pencil sharpener to sharpen his dull pencil.
Pins.
The papers had a lot of little pins stuck into them.
Ruler.
The student used the ruler to measure the length of the paper.
Scissors.
The students use the scissors to cut out pictures for their project.
Scotch tape.
We use the Scotch tape to attach the picture to the wall.
Set square.
The student used the set square to draw a straight line on the paper.
Stapler.
The teacher used the stapler to staple the papers together for the class.
Test tube.
Our teacher used the test tube to observe the chemical reaction.